Oh my God. I cannot believe that I'm actually sitting here finally doing this podcast. Like, I am so nervous. Like, I may have to pause and go use the restroom because, first of all, I look good as fuck. Oh my God. Like, I know this isn't like which I would usually see for somebody doing their podcast, but you have to start somewhere, right? You definitely have to start somewhere. Like, I was getting stir discouraged today because my microphone's not working. I've been wanting to use my microphone for like forever, but I may need to just get quality microphone, but it's okay. I got my Stella Rosa. It is Stella Berry. I've never had it before. Don't y'all look. Anyways, and I got my little cap. So let's get into it. Are y'all ready? Like, I'm so excited to be here. Like, for real. I just have to give a shout out to those who really pushed me and encouraged me to do this, especially my sister, because she's been on my ass. Hold on, y'all. My hands are a little sweaty because I'm nervous. Hold on. Y'all didn't see that. Anyways, let's pour up. Cheers. Welcome. Let's get into it. Oh my God. So basically, you guys, my first podcast is basically going to be like a little introduction about me and about just what kind of goals I want to accomplish with my podcast. And just for you guys to get to know me, if some of you guys, do or don't, if you decide to just like, let me check her out. But yeah, so like I said, you gotta start somewhere, right? And right now, I am literally in the back of my closet, big purr, and I look good. Look at my chocolate self. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. So anyways, y'all, we gotta toast to that. All right. Ooh. All right. So anyways, y'all, yes, I'm just so nervous. You guys make me blush. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for even taking the time out to actually check me out. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. I have been waiting for this, but if you know, life has been lifing, okay? But through it all, we're all going to get into it. First things first, a lot of people call me TT. And, first, let me say this. Okay, if some of you do or don't know, I am an auntie of all three of I am an auntie mama to all three of my nieces. I have custody of all of my sister's kids. One of them has more. Godly. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for this. I wrote a lot of stuff down, but okay, so let me just say, like I said, I'm an auntie mama of three girls. I'm getting a little nervous, so forgive me. Auntie mama of three girls. One of my sisters was tragically murdered in Alaska back in 2017. So, yes, I do have her biological daughter. She does have another son, but he is in Alaska still. As well as my oldest niece, Brianna, which is my sister who passed away in Alaska. She had custody of my oldest niece, of our oldest niece as well, Journey. And she was in Alaska as well with her when everything happened. So, and my youngest baby, Serenity, I've had her since she was just like a couple days old, straight out the cooter. And so this is actually my sister's that lives with me. She's actually here. So, but we'll get all into that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, I do not have any physical kids of my own. First and foremost, I didn't plan to have any kids. I promise you, I wanted to be the rich auntie that came in town, picked them up, dropped them right the fuck back off, okay, and go about my day, okay? I had big plans, but God said, So, but anyways, God's plan was so much better. And they really just make my life full of joy. And I really thank God for the journey. I thank God for his plan. I thank God for his grace and mercy. So I'm just really blessed. I'm a blessed girl. Okay. And so as far as that, like I said, everybody calls me TT, but my name is Ashira. Okay. My name is Ashira Nicole. I ain't gonna say my full, but it's Ashira Nicole, okay? And both of my nieces actually have my middle name. It's Kalei Nicole and Serene Nicole. Unfortunately, Junior doesn't have Nicole, but her middle name does start with an A, so that counts for something, right? So other than that, yes, my name is Ashira Nicole. I am 20, fine. Okay, don't need to know how old I am. Right? Well, how young I am. But nah, I'm 28. My birthday is March 20th. Okay, big prayer. Pisces season is right around the corner, so I came just in time. Just in time. So, this podcast is really just about auntie-hood, like how I got here. You know, everybody wants to know, like, you know, what did you go through, like, as a child? Because I've grew up in the foster care system, okay? And, you know, I've endured many, you know, situations, but I came out to be pretty okay. You know, you would think that some of the things that I've been through, was, like, you would just think that, wow, like, and you made it through, you know. But I've always been an optimistic girl growing up. I always wanted to see the good side of every situation, the good and the bad, but I've always wanted to just be that light. I've always wanted to just be somebody that somebody can come to. You know, one of my dreams as a child, I've always wanted to be somebody's hero. And I know people would say now, oh, you know, you're your girl's hero. And I don't necessarily feel like that. I feel like, if anything, they saved me. They're my heroes. But I could see on the outside looking in how somebody could feel like that. And I mean, I still very honored for some, you know, very honored. Sorry, my mouth getting a little dry. And, you know, so I'm just really I've been through some things, you know, but I've seen others go through worse. You get what I'm saying? I've seen others go through worse. So I don't like being a pity party, you know, so that's why I've never really spoke about some of the things that I've been through, because I feel like there's other things that's going on in the world, you know, where it's like, you know, their story is probably better than mine, or, you know, they probably been through more things that might be more interesting, you know. It took a long time for me to actually feel like, you know what, my story matters too. It took a very long time for me to really realize that. And I really do feel like my story does matter. I really do think that my story is very unique. I think that my story is very inspiring. And if there's one thing that I want to do in life before I go, is to inspire. I want to inspire those, especially those foster youth out there that, you know, don't have that encouragement to share their story. Because if I had somebody like me growing up encouraging me, I would have been on it. Okay, I would have been sharing my story. I'm pretty sure it would have took me a lot further. But you know, it's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. I feel like God is going to give you the tools that you need in order to really pursue you sharing your story, because at the end of the day, first things first, you have to know that there's going to be a lot of healing to do. Okay. And so for me to talk how I'm talking now and just saying, like, how far I've came and, about my story, I would have been in tears right now. I would have been just all over the place, but I feel like God has really took his time with me, now that I'm finally in a safe space in my life and in my head as well, that I could really sit here and talk to you guys, that don't mean that there won't be any tears coming, because my eyes are burning a little bit because, I just would have never thought that I would be right here. Okay, I would have never thought that this was going to be my life. I've always pictured myself just by myself. I just felt like nobody didn't really want me, before I got to foster care. And my next episode, I can't wait for you guys to look into my next episode. But before I went to foster care, my aunt took me in, and, she took me under her wing and things like that. And, I was with her for a little bit, and then she ended up giving me up. And at that time, I was just a hurt kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody really knew what, me and my mom were going through, or what I was going through when I was with my mom and stuff like that, my biological mother. And it's like, I was just a hurt girl. Everything was happening so fast. I was kind of confused on how to feel. And, my aunt, one day we had got into an argument. I'm like 11, 12 years old or so. And she tells me, I tell her, I say, I don't care. I want to leave. I'll go to foster care, And so she really took that to heart and the social worker came and picked me up, And so, my auntie was my whole wide world. She still is. I love my auntie so much. And I'm very grateful that, she was young. I could only, how could I say it? Like, me taking in my nieces at such a young age, I can see how frustrating it could have been, because, she was in the middle of, her career, and, she put her life on pause and stuff like that. So thankfully, like, I'm in the right headspace to think like that, because before, no, you gave me up and you never came back for me. So my next episode, I did write spoken word about a situation by my aunt, and I would love for her to either join my my podcast or for her to listen in. I don't know. But the thing is, what hurts the most is that I remember her telling me that I could come back home. And a lot of the hurt that I have comes from her not coming back for me when she said she was going to come back for me. And that's kind of when the journey really kind of like began for me, because, I've had so many potential, adoptive parents. I've had so many, I've been through so many group homes. I've been through so many foster homes. A lot of the foster homes I've been in were just pure, like, I just now, just thinking about it now, because as a kid, you don't pay attention to much stuff. But now that I'm older and, my career, my degree is social work. I don't have a degree yet. I will. But, and just the fact that I had those type of experiences, and it was just kind of gruesome in a way. Some of the things that I've seen, some of the things that I saw, well, I said seen, saw, whatever, and just kind of, went through. You're basically being placed with these strangers that you absolutely have no idea who they are. Like I said, as a kid, you really don't think about that stuff. You just know that you're going to go live with a stranger and they're going to take care of you. But most of the time, us foster youth, we don't get the glorious, homes and stuff like that. Everybody come with issues, okay? And I just feel like, sorry, it's a lot. I didn't think that I would feel like this, but it's a lot. I'm sorry, but I wish I can pause it really quick, but I can't. But I'm just keep on going. But like I said, I've been through some stuff, and throughout my podcast, I just want you guys to just get to know me, and like just auntie-hood and how I got here, and it's a lot of kind of like a lot of drama in a way, but some things are starting to kind of die down. And sorry, y'all see me kind of tearing up, but don't do it. Suck it back in. All right, there we go. So yeah, so other than that, what else? So I told you guys I grew up in foster care. I don't really remember how many foster homes and group homes I was in, but I do know that I was mostly in group homes. And the group homes I was in was basically like high level group homes. Like I say I was in one regular group home, but out of all group homes, I was put in high level group homes. And these were the group homes for girls or kids that were like high risk, like cutting themselves and all type of stuff. Okay. Like it was crazy. The stuff that I saw, the shit that I seen, like I'm talking about legit shit being smeared on the wall. Okay. And so I would just remember always calling my social worker, like, did you find me a foster home yet? Did you find me a foster home yet? You feel me? Like I was scared. And but through it all, like at some point, a lot of us built some type of sisterhood. So that's why I'm still in contact with a lot of girls that I grew up with, and I can't wait to, have them on my podcast. I know some people are like, oh girl, I'll be on your podcast, like just so you guys can like, it's one thing saying, oh, this happened, but for somebody to actually kind of back it up, like, yeah, like I was there too, like that's real shit. Because I was just on the phone yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I was saying like, I wonder if my story is enough for a book, because every time I go read, autobiographies or nonfiction books, it's like, damn, like this is a lot. You feel me? Like you've been through this much. I've been through some shit, but like, is it enough to really write a whole book? And, she was like, girl, they be making some shit up. And that's something that I don't want to do. Like, it just don't feel right. I'm not, everybody lies. You get what I'm saying? But with me, like with my story, I've always kept it real from the jump. So whenever, something happens, it's like, look, you heard it from me first. This is what I said. And I can't keep up with my lies because I do have ADD. And so, it's like I can't keep up with the same lie. You get what I'm saying? Or I can't keep saying the same, like it just don't sit right with me. So I want this to be a safe place for not only me, but you guys. And eventually people will get to, know my nieces and their story, and my sister as well, who I'm so proud of. And you guys will get to know like the whole shebang bang bang. But right now I really didn't have this planned out. I wasn't gonna do it, let's be for real, but you know what I said to Shira? Just do it. You have to do it. I just told somebody on Facebook today, I said to Shira, no, I didn't say Shira, I said, girl, like Nike, just do it. Okay, you got to start from somewhere. All right, like this isn't like, it ain't perfect, but it's, my favorite color is orange. I got my orange, little shebang bang bang, my orange flowers, my little drink. You feel me? Like you gotta start from somewhere, So, so other than that, I did post on Instagram earlier, and I did post on Instagram earlier. I'm sorry, that was my lawyer. Many moving parts. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I did post on Instagram earlier, and I asked you guys, well, I asked some people what are some questions you guys wanted me to answer for my first episode, my introduction episode. So, I have one right here. Let's see. Somebody asked me, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be? If I could change anything in the world, what would it be? Change. I would have to say I would love to be a part of changing the foster care system. It's very corrupted. Okay, it's very corrupted. And I know that little old me may not be able to, save everything, save everybody. But I do want to just be there, because I know that my presence, can be changing. I can change one person's lives, maybe two, maybe three, or just change something, so it would definitely be somewhere around there in the foster care system. So somebody also asks, how was it witnessing your niece being born right in front of you? So I think you're talking about when my youngest niece was born in my car. Oh, Talia. It was very disgusting. It was very disgusting. Like, I wasn't understanding why was my sister pulling her panties down in my car. And I'm like, don't do it. I said, don't fucking do it. And I guess I just kept rolling over bumps and stuff, trying to get her to the emergency room, and she didn't popped out. So it was very disgusting. The smell, it smelled like metal, like blood, like metal, like ew, like ugh, it was disgusting. But also, I'm glad that I was able to witness that and be there. She couldn't wait to see me. Big purr. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Very, very interesting. So another one says, a favorite memory of you and both of your sisters together. My favorite memory would be when we were on our way to Knott's Berry Farm, and they both had babysitters for Journey and Calais. And, I was, single auntie, big parent. And they brought their Misha brought her little boyfriend with us. But I remember we all went to Knott's Berry Farm, and we went to McDonald's, and which I have a picture of. Let me see if I can find it. We went to McDonald's, and my sister Brianna was doing something crazy, girl, something crazy. And let me see if I can find it. Okay, it was, I don't remember what year it was. Anyways, I can't find it right now, but I just remember that we were going to Knott's Berry Farm. We stopped at McDonald's, and I remember Brianna saying something about, because we were somewhere in the area, like we were like somewhere near Alameda or something like that, and in LA, and I think it was either a foster home that she was in, and she was like, yeah, y'all better not let my baby go to foster care ever, whoopty whoop. And I was looking like, girl, like, you must be out of your mind. I would never, ever, 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 ever let our kids go through what we've been through. I don't care if I had 10 kids and you had 20 kids. They're coming with me, okay? They're coming with me. So that's just that. And so, okay, here we go. I found it. You're so young. So this is a picture when we were at McDonald's. This is a picture of all three of us. It was so funny. And I just remember we were walking across the street, and I said, "No, never." Like, you feel me? I said, Misha, I said, "Girl, I would never," And I just remember us having a really good time that day. Um, Misha had her little boyfriend, and me and Brianna were with each other. And I really miss this. I really do. That's when we was on our way back. And it says, for Sisters for Life, bruh. That's crazy how Snapchat's been out for that long. Now that I think about it. But I'm glad I got these pictures. But yeah, that was one of my favorite memories with each other. So yeah, I just remember promising them that I would never let them go through anything that we've been through. Like, that's over my dead body. Somebody asked me, how old were you when you first adopted Journey? Shit, I think I was maybe 22. Maybe 22, if I'm not mistaken. 22 or 23. I gotta do my math, and I don't feel like doing it right now. But anyway, somebody also asked, what made you come up with the idea to start a podcast? Because I just wanted a safe space for me to share my story. Something for me. I know I have a lot of family pages. I on Instagram, on TikTok, and Facebook and things like that. But I just wanted something I just always wanted to do it. I was inspired by other people doing it and just sharing their story, and like, maybe somebody can relate, and I'm helping somebody or something, because that's what I want to do. I want to inspire. I want to help, and yeah. So somebody asks, what was your motivation in life after your sister's passing? The kids. That was definitely my motivation. Definitely my motivation. The kids were. Every move that I made, it was for the kids. Every step that I took, it was for the kids. The only reason why I'm still here sitting in front of my camera was for the kids. It's for the kids, okay? Like, I wanted that for so long. But it was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, what are the kids going to do? Like, I know they'll probably hate me for the rest of their lives. Like, I just knew that they needed me and I needed them. So they were definitely my motivation, because they ended up getting sent to foster care too. And that was just like oh, hell no, So they were definitely my motivation. Definitely. And last question, somebody asked, what were the most challenging parts of the foster care system? The most challenging parts there's a few. One of them, I would say one of the most challenging parts of the foster care system were not being able to be normal in a way. I couldn't really be in sports. I didn't like making friends at school because I knew that it was temporary and I didn't want to make friends and then I have to go, Another one was moving was very challenging because, every time I moved with trash bags, and sometimes when I moved, I didn't get to say goodbye to the life I had there, like school or stuff like that. And when I say being normal as well, I mean as in just doing things that I would see other kids doing, like being able to go to sleepovers, or now I kind of see, because I don't do sleepovers now, but definitely just being able to be a kid. That was the most challenging part, not being able to really just be a kid. I was always on, like a strict routine, having to missed out on certain things because other girls in the group home were acting a fool or some shit. And, so that was very challenging, very, very challenging. And another challenging thing is too, they used to split me and Brianna up a lot. And when we finally found each other, we would run away, but we would get caught. And they will put us back in our wherever we were supposed to be at. So yeah, that was very, very challenging for me, and I'm pretty sure a lot can relate as well. Other than that, that's crazy. But anyways, that was all the questions. I feel like I will be more prepared and more organized with my podcast. Like I said, my next podcast, I really want to share my spoken word with you guys. It's very deep, and I will say that this is something that I've never spoke about. I've never really spoken about it, and I really did take my time, though. I took my time. And it's not, and when I say, and for my podcast, when I say, either addressing somebody about what they did to me, I don't want to say it in a way where it's like, I'm going to bash them or I'm going to just talk bad about them. I'm just addressing it because I've never had a safe place to address it. And when I cry, I don't ever want nobody to feel that I'm crying out of pity. I'm crying out of, for attention. My podcast is really, I want to be able, this is my safe place. So I'm going to do whatever I see fucking fit. All right. So, if I'm going to cry, I'm going to cry. We can cry together. Okay. So I'm just excited to see my growth in this. I pray that one day I can get big. I don't know. Like, you just never know what God has in store for you. And I'm just excited for what's to come, honestly. I feel like I still have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Sometimes you just really have to just do it. Okay, like, let that be. If I could encourage you today, please take that into mind. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, that you've been dreaming about, let me encourage you and say to just do it. Okay, you may feel like you don't have enough money to do it, or you feel like you don't have enough people to encourage you to do it. You probably feel like you don't have many people that support. Trust me, you are going to find your people. Okay, you are going to find your people. And if there's any way or how I can, any way I can support, encourage, you let me know. I mean, I may not, have but like I said, God has been so good to me. He has been so graceful to me. And, if it's God's will, I just want to help wherever I can, encourage wherever I can, because sometimes that's all people need is just a little bit of encouragement, some love. Okay, that's all they need. So, before I end this, I'm just really, 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 really just so thankful and grateful for the friends and support that I have, because I've never had this before, and it took a while to really accept it, to accept the help, to accept the support. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. And when I count my blessings, I count this little part of my life of mine twice. Okay, because wow, you would be amazed what a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of support could do for you. If anything, definitely start with yourself, but eventually people are going to root for you. I'm rooting for you. Okay. I'm always a DM, messenger, what else? TikTok message away. Okay. And I do have a whole full house, and sometimes I may not see it, but trust me, it's not that I'm ignoring you. Just, I do apologize in advance, because I know somebody gonna write down below that she never texts us back, so it's like, I'm sorry. But I'm just so happy to have you guys here with me. I'm going to try to figure out a way where I could decorate, like maybe some lights and stuff in the back, and, like some little groovy music. But this is going to be posted probably on my YouTube. I would love for it to be posted on my Facebook and stuff like that. But this is just my first introduction, and I'm just so excited for what's to come, you guys. Thank you guys so much for just being here and listening to me. Y'all drop me some encouraging words in the comments, just so I can know that it wasn't boring for you guys. Okay, I know today wasn't much, but I promise it's going to be a lot to come. There's going to be a lot to cover, a lot to talk about. But this right here, I just really wanted to just do it before I just totally lose the thought of even doing this, because this is not easy at all. Okay, but I know that God is going to get me through. Okay, and with the friends and support that I have, man, yeah, we gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So also give me ideas of, what some things that we should talk about, or you guys want to know about me or my life. And I'll just kind of go from there and kind of like make little dots and kind of see, okay, well, this episode could be about this, if I think it's interesting and that it's, podcast worthy, yeah, podcast worthy. But yeah, so thank you guys for following me. Definitely hit the like button, the subscribe, and the comment section. I totally forgot how to do this YouTube stuff. But definitely follow me on all my socials. I do have a Facebook. It's AUNTIHOOD, Auntie Hood. All my socials are Auntie Hood. Instagram is Auntie Hood, AUNTIHOOD. What else? Instagram, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much it, you guys. So, definitely, I will be dropping dates on when my podcast is going to come out on my social medias. I will be doing it every week. I feel good about this. I got dressed, okay. I'm looking cute. I got the little dangly earrings on. I don't usually do dangly earrings, but my daughter had bought me some dangly earrings one day for my birthday last year. And I'm like, okay, they actually they're kind of like, doing this thing on me now. It's kind of growing on me. I'm getting a little hot in here. I need a little fan or something, maybe some little music pumping. But I'm not going to babysit this, because this is good. So anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever. Remember that everything is going to be okay. You may not see it right now. You may not feel it right now. But you have to know that everything is going to be okay. You have to feel it. You have to say it. That, you know what? I may not see what tomorrow is going to bring, but I know everything is going to be okay. Because as long as you have breath in your body, you get what I'm saying? You breathing, you're here. Okay? You're here. That's a blessing itself. You're here. You have to look at the little things in life. You do. You have to look, and you have to be grateful for the little things in life. Okay? I'm grateful for this. It's not much, but baby, I'm grateful for it, because I could really just be just, I don't know. But definitely everything is going to be okay. And I pray for your strength. I pray for, I just pray for you and your family, whatever you guys may be going through, or somebody that you know that are going through something. Just know that everything is going to be okay. Things are going to work out for how it needs to work out. God will never leave you nor forsake you. I think I'm saying a prayer. But in the name of Jesus, amen. I'm so excited to see you guys next weekend. This is going to be so fun. So definitely be on the lookout on all my social medias. I will be telling you guys about what days of my podcast are going to drop, because they're going to be every week. I just don't know what days of the week, because I have, my kids have practice and softball. My kids are in school. I'm actually going through a custody battle situation. So it's a lot going on my end, but I do need to take time out and do something for me. And this is one of them. This is like my self-care. So I definitely want to stay committed to it. And go from there. So, bye, you guys.